Good afternoon, how are we? Welcome back. Oh man, it's been some time. How are we? All good, I hope. It's been a minute since we've been out. So a ton of stuff going on in the last couple of weeks. Obviously you saw from some of the last videos that I've mentioned, I've been away snowboarding. So yeah, not really been around much to make a lot of content. So today's the first day I'm back out. To be fair, it's the first opportunity I've had as well. It is just not stopped raining for the last probably 2 weeks really. So yeah, nice to finally be out, get a little bit of content for you guys, have a catch up, see what's been going on. Taking it a little bit easy just to start with. One, it's been a little while since I've been out riding. Two, it's very, very slippery, obviously due to all that rain. And three, I had that puncture on my last video, so I've had the wheels on and off a fair bit, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it does worry me a little bit, thinking that I put this thing back together and then I'm riding this thing as fast as it goes. I'm sure we'll be okay, I'm sure it'll be alright. So loads to talk about, loads to catch up on. You can probably tell from my voice I've not been too well either for the last couple of weeks. So literally got back from snowboarding and was hit with a dreaded cold. More like man flu to be honest, but whatever you want to call it, it's been pretty horrible. So that's kind of restricted me a little bit, so I haven't been able to get out. So the main sort of subject of today's video, just wanted to talk about, as you've probably seen from the thumbnail, the truth of owning a Surron. We are gonna get proper muddy today, boys. So yeah, the truth, owning a Surron. I've done the pros and cons video, and that's really more to do with the actual bike, the good parts and the bad parts. This is just owning a Surron. So places you ride, places you can't ride, reactions you're going to get from people, good and bad. Obviously I've had a slightly different experience as well, because obviously I've basically from the start documented my journey with a Surron through YouTube. So not only have I sort of had an interaction with, I guess, the public, but also people on YouTube as well that have given their sort of feedback on, oh my god, this is not the ride, look at the state of it. So yeah, I've opened myself up to the world of YouTube as well, which maybe I'll go into another day on my thoughts about having a YouTube channel. Again, if you're watching this, you know, I know this isn't a massive YouTube channel, and there's not thousands of people subscribed, but you know, for the views I'm getting and the comments I'm getting, it might be worth a video. But yeah, my main focus today is just to talk about the truth of owning one of these. So I guess initially when you first buy one, you know, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to want to find places to ride it. I've ridden private land, you know, farmers' fields like where I'm riding now, public open spaces, roads, pavements, places that I obviously get a lot of stick for riding. But the only time I really find that I get a lot of stick for riding on paths and roads and stuff like that actually hasn't come from the public or the police. The only people that have a problem with it are people that watch YouTube. So from my experience, like I was saying, yep, I've pretty much ridden this thing in all my local areas, whether it be good or bad, whether you agree with it or not. So I kind of feel my experience and the reactions I've had from people have been pretty mixed, to be honest. Actually, I tell a massive lie. For every one bad encounter I've had with this thing, and by bad encounter I mean people not liking me riding it, or, you know, having a go, having a moan. For every one of those bad comments and experiences, I've had 30 positive. General public, when they see this, all they want to do is ask questions about it. You don't see them that often, especially where I'm from. So when people see it, you've got the usual questions. How much was it? How fast does it go? How long does the battery last? Obviously the law around these things, it is illegal to ride these anywhere in public. I've had the conversations about the pedal kit. I'm not going to go into that again. If you want to watch that video, it's still creating hundreds of views a week, that video, and there's still such a mixed opinion about it. And I will state for the record, I'm not saying anyone's right or wrong. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I know it's illegal. I'm just putting a view across about the pedal kit, that was it. But yeah, go check that one out. But the whole scenario behind the law and the police, and I can honestly say from my experience, touch wood, I've never had an issue. I don't ride an awful lot like this on roads and pavements. Most of my stuff is off-road, so I'm not going to come across police all that much, but the times I have, never an issue. So I'd say that kind of sums up the truth about how you're going to be treated if you was to own one, or if you already own one. I don't know, give me a comment, see if you have had the same experience as me. But I kind of feel from the sort of 6 months that I've owned this, that's my kind of honest opinion on how other people will perceive you. So maybe that leads on to my next point. The truth about the ownership and what you, I guess what the limitations are on, I don't know, maybe how fun they are, how much enjoyment you're going to get out of it. I've probably experienced more places and seen more of my local area. Let's try and go through here. More of my local area whilst owning this than before. And I've only owned this through the winter months. I've not owned this in the summer. I've not had the pleasure of riding really nice dry trails. And honestly, and this is the absolute truth, you're never going to see a sad person riding around on a Surron. I know it's probably not showing up on camera, probably of how difficult this is to get through here, but it's just great fun. So yeah, truth behind owning it and the possibilities of exploring, and as long as you can ride safe and you've got enough places to ride, just endless opportunities. I guess the next bit we can move on to the truth behind the cost. Do you want me to move over a bit more, or sure? Okay, yeah, yeah, just me, yeah. No, no surprises. That's all right, no worries. Thank you. No problem. But yeah, going on to, you know, ownership, so the truth behind the cost. Again, I'm only really talking from my experience. Thank you. So muddy. Yeah.
It's got a pedal on it all then?
It is a pedal one, yeah. It's electric, but it's got a pedal conversion, so you can kind of ride it. It sort of limits it down the speed and how fast it can go and stuff. So
Good, isn't it?
yeah, it's great.
Light as well.
Yeah, nice and light, super quiet, obviously because it's electric. So
It's better than pedaling.
yeah, a lot easier.
Cleaning.
Absolute nightmare. Yeah, it's about, takes a good sort of 40 minutes to get it all back and clean and stuff, but
It does.
Worth it though, isn't it?
yeah, it's good fun once you're out. So yeah, keeps me out of trouble.
First time I've seen one of those.
Yeah, they're quite rare. You don't really see too many of them, so but
No.
it's just nice round
Are
here
you
to.
a cyclist, a motorcyclist?
No, not at all. I've never had one at all. No, I like my road bikes and stuff, but this is just good fun. Yeah. Doesn't do anything for my fitness, unfortunately. So cool. Take care. See you later. Another positive interaction. People just want to know about it, and I love that. I love that fact. You know, I've come around the corner with a big helmet and a set of goggles on a what looks like a motorbike, and they're just happy to have a chat and find out about it, which I guess that's what it's all about. Anyway, we've massively gone off topic. So, cost. My personal experience, I didn't purchase this brand new. This is a second-hand Surron. When I got it, I had about 300 miles on it. Didn't really know an awful lot about them. Done your basic research, looked on YouTube, looked at them brand new. Part of me, I couldn't quite justify. I mean, local to me, you're probably looking, let's go this way. You're probably looking 4.5 grand. And I just couldn't justify, at the time, paying that amount of money. Especially if I didn't get on with it, found I wasn't riding it as much. So I thought I'd get one second hand. Give it a go, try it out. That looks like a cool trail, we'll go up there. If I was to spend 4.5 grand and I didn't get on with it, and then I'm going to sell this for, say, I don't know, 3.5, 3.7, something like that, maybe even 4,000, you're still losing 500 quid. The other thing was the parts on it. When I bought this, it had pretty much the majority of parts and upgrades and mods, whatever you want to call them, that I was after. Don't get me wrong, I still wanted to put my little spin on things and do a few bits to it. It's a hard one, isn't it? You know, you tell family and friends that you're going to go out and spend 4.5 grand on a toy, people just think you're crazy. Then you let them have a go on that toy, and they very quickly realise why you've spent that amount of money. Especially when you ride stuff like this. And I would say this is probably another truth behind the Surron. Don't think you're going to buy one of these and be happy with it. You are going to mod it. So yeah, to sum that up, truth on the price. Yes, they're expensive. No, you are not going to be happy with it for long. And yes, you will start spending your wages on modifications. So maybe the next truth we should talk about is the actual bike itself. And I'll talk about sort of stock form. Because I know, you know, when I was looking for one of these, I kind of wanted to know how it was in its stock form before I had to start spending that money on it. So I guess let's go top speed. I've seen loads of different people on YouTube talking about the top speed. Where they're getting these numbers from, I do not know, unless you have modified it. In that case, 100% I get it. But stock form on a flat section of road was 47 mile an hour. And that's me kind of tucked in, trying to get everything out of the bike that I possibly can. I would say flat surface, good conditions, easily 45, which I generally think is fast enough. But again, you know, I can't get up to 45 mile an hour round here, which is where I love. And the next truth is the acceleration. These things are so torquey. And I guess unless you are going to start upgrading controllers and batteries for that top speed, it's all about the torque. So I'm just on my way back now. Need to get back and get the bike cleaned up a little bit, man. It is, and I am absolutely caked. I knew it was going to be a messy ride. So I guess really just to sum the video up and the topic up, the truth behind it. Generally, people from my experience, love it. All they want to do is know about it. All they want to do is have a conversation about it. And like I said, literally for one bad encounter, I'm getting 10 good. Probably more than that, to be honest. I've not had one bad encounter today. Then we spoke about the enjoyment. Personally for me, the money I've spent on this and the places that I get to ride this, I mean the enjoyment factor is just so worth it. Cost, don't be fooled. You are going to not only spend the money on this bike to purchase it, you are then going to spend money on upgrades. I don't care who you are or what you say, it is inevitable. And performance wise, that's what I would say you could expect to get out of one of these. A couple of other bits I want to talk about as well. Obviously, like I say in every video, I love reading your comments. But unfortunately with YouTube, and I don't know what's happened to my channel in particular, but I've not been getting any notifications. So when people have been subscribing and people have been commenting, YouTube just haven't notified me. So I've missed an awful lot of comments, and I've tried to work through them now. Now I've realised that yeah, things just weren't working. So if you have put a comment up on any of the videos, hopefully I've got back to you by now, and yeah, massively appreciate taking the time out to do so. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hope it's at least helped someone out, or just provided 15-20 minutes of viewing pleasure for some of you. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.